I'm Russ Rapp, and this is my YouTube channel about non-duality. I'm recording this from a little bit different angle tonight. Try switch things up a little bit so you can get a little different perspective, because that's what we're here for, right? Talking about different perspectives, a different way of looking at life, and that's what non-duality really brings to the table, is pointing out the fact that what you believe may be not quite true. And so when you point to the opposite, it points to the idea of not being two, not separate. So in this video, I was trying to come up with the idea of what I wanted to talk about. I do have this idea for a new mobile app that I've pitched to a couple of my techie friends, and I think what it comes down to, I need some backing from Silicon Valley before it amounts to anything. It's a really good idea, don't get me wrong, but it has nothing to do with non-duality per se, but non-duality has everything to do with nothing and everything. So, but what I'm going to talk about in this video briefly is, I've had some action on my very first video that I made on non-duality, called the Best Method to Experience Non-Duality. And it was probably one of the videos that I made that I did the most takes on, and I really thought out everything I was going to say. And the weird thing is, it's disproportionately more viewed than any of my other videos. And I really think it's how YouTube's algorithm works, and you know, if you name something the right way, you'll get a lot more traction on it. But I think with non-duality and saying the best method to experience non-duality, I think that is a trigger for people to want to find out more. It's the same way as videos that are like the top 10 best ways you can do this and do that. And so I made the video with kind of that understanding, not realizing at the time that that was going to be the most popular video at this point that I would have made. Otherwise, I probably would have felt more pressure in recording it. But the interesting part of that video is, in kind of my intention was to play into this idea of using non-duality to gain something, to gain some sort of non-dual awareness. And the whole point of, or the main point of my channel, not the whole point, is to really point out that non-duality can be used to strengthen a belief in some sort of concept. It can be used just like any other religious belief. And that's not, in my mind, the point of non-duality. It's really just saying not to, and it's as simple as that. And anytime that we believe in something that's separate, that's where we can investigate and say, you know, and question those beliefs. And that's kind of what non-duality does, is really give us that opportunity, because it's the ground of being. It's the basis of freedom. It's what is contained in everything in every moment. And so that's kind of a big deal, but when it comes to it, it's not something you can talk about, because once you try to talk about something specifically, you kind of start to miss the point. But the interesting part of that video getting so many views is, I feel like, I just wonder if people are still missing the point. And when I watch it, it's actually a decent video. I don't mind the video, but there's the twist in there, and if you haven't seen it, you can go watch it. But I still wonder if people are missing the point that I'm trying to make about non-duality, that you don't have to worship a guru or believe some particular thing, or it's not for personal growth, or, you know. But that, at the end of the day, I think the basis of non-duality gives you the ability to travel lighter, as Paul Hederman would say, or to be peaceful. And I think that's the appeal of it. But I still feel like the fact that the best method to experience non-duality is so popular comparatively, points to the fact that people are looking to non-duality to try to gain something. And so if that's you, if you're thinking that, I'm here to learn some meditative technique to become more peaceful or to quiet my mind, there are ways to do that, but that's kind of missing the what non-duality is pointing to. So with that, cheers. Until next time, peace.